You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, B&B fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I have got your Bold and the Beautiful episode spoilers for Wednesday, September 6th. There is going to be big movement on the Sheila and Steffy front, and then we've got Deacon getting criticized and accused and all kinds of stuff, and his accusers aren't entirely wrong. Real quick, though, let's talk about the Tuesday episode from September 5th. For me, and let me know what you guys think in the comments, I found the Tuesday episode pretty unsatisfying. I felt like I was half watching a conversation on repeat and then half watching a three-person conversation where somebody was mute for no reason. Oh, and then there was RJ and Hope with more of his pointless BS to my way of thinking. We're going to dig into all this and the spoilers, but if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our B&B updates. So just for me, 3 days of no new Bold and Beautiful, Saturday, Sunday, Labor Day, Monday. So I was hoping that Tuesday was going to be super exciting. And what we got was more of the Waffle Boy convention with them discussing how much Liam respects Steffy's marriage while actively also talking about why he wants it to end and why he wants to be with her instead. It's like you say words, but you don't mean words, because then your other words you say afterwards mean something totally different. And Ridge is there for it the whole way. To me, it sounded like Ridge was actively encouraging Liam to open up and admit that he wants Steffy's marriage to end. So then over in Malibu on Tuesday, we had Sheila and Steffy both talking at Finn and telling him what to say. And he stood there saying absolutely nothing, which was extremely frustrating to me. I know that soaps like to do a lot of smell the fart acting, where somebody else is talking and the other actor just has a look on their face, sometimes for way longer, to the point that if that happened in real life when you were talking with someone, you would check them for signs of a stroke. But on soap operas, we expect the smell the fart acting, as Joey from Days of Our from Friends, when he was on Days of Our Lives, like to call it smell the fart acting. And I'm seeing a lot of that with Finn, except he looks more like he's just dealing with constipation acting. I mean, I'm starting to understand why Steffy walks out on him later this week, because he should have screamed in Sheila's face without provocation, you bee that shot me and my wife, you need to F off and never come back. That's what he should have said. Instead, it looks like Sheila's manipulation was actually getting into Finn's head. And then over at Forrester Creations, RJ and Hope, and he's back to his unskilled marriage counseling. And when he told Hope, think of the man you really want, in his mind, in RJ's mind, he's assuming it's Liam. But that kind of sneaky little smirk that Hope had on her face told me, no, she's thinking about Thomas and them getting dirty in that very office. She's just not going to say it to her little brother. But maybe she should. Maybe she should tell RJ exactly what she was thinking about doing again with Thomas all over the surfaces that he's sitting on right now, to gross him out to the extent that RJ will stop butting inappropriately into her love life. Maybe she needs to drop some TMI on him to scare him off the subject matter. All right, now digging into Wednesday, September 6th, spoilers for this episode. So we've got another gripping Ridge Forrester conversation ahead, this time not with Liam Spencer. So midweek on Bold, Ridge goes back to see Deacon Sharpe. And the good news is that at least this time, Sheila is nowhere to be found, because she's still in Malibu arguing with Steffy and her apparently mute son. So it looks like, from a spoiler photo that we're going to drop here in a second, that Ridge and his sidekick Carter Walton are at Il Giardino rattling Deacon's cage because they have some sort of feeling. And that feeling is that Deacon wasn't telling them the truth last time. And of course he wasn't, but hey, also, it's really none of their business. You know, they were talking about taking out restraining orders on Sheila. Fine, do that. I'm not sure how successful they'll be because the charges were dropped on the shooting and she hasn't done anything since she got out of jail. So I don't know, but at any rate, Deacon's love life isn't their business. The official Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Wednesday say that Ridge slings accusations at Deacon, and I'm sure it's something like, you're obsessed with that nine-toed psycho. I think you've been seeing her since her prison release, and that's the whole truth of it. So of course, Deacon has to lie and deny. As much as Sheila is such an uber villain, I just love me some Deacon, and so I hope she doesn't ruin his life, and I hope Ridge crawls out of Deacon's butt very soon and goes back. And I don't know, maybe he can push Bill Spencer off a balcony because it's his and Bill's fault that Sheila is free right now. So Deacon needs to pack Sheila's bags and toss them in the dumpster and change his locks. That is clear. Speaking of Sheila, on Wednesday, she's got more arguing to do with Steffy Forrester in front of Finn. Sheila and Steffy each want Finn to side with them, and he's looking very flustered when this should be pretty clear-cut, okay? In the end, when Sheila and Steffy amp up their altercation, Finn tries to intervene. Will he finally tell his mother she can't be around him or Hayes? Will he tell her to hit the road, Jack, and never come back? I hope so, but I don't think it's going to go that way because the day after that, this Thursday, September 7th, is Steffi's last on-screen day for a while. Jackie Wood had her baby in late August. She is on maternity leave. You can check our recently published videos or our Bold playlist for lots of info about baby number 4. She had another boy. So to cover her maternity leave, Steffy is going to take her kids, Kelly and Hayes, and she's going to leave Finn behind, leave LA behind, leave Sheila behind, leave Liam behind. So this 2-day argument on Tuesday culminates on Wednesday between Sheila and Steffy, and that's the breaking point that sends Steffy running out of town. All right, we have a couple of more things we want to say real quick, but if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our Bold updates. Click like if you're enjoying this episode breakdown, and definitely drop your comments on what you want to see. What I'm really worried about, to be honest, on Wednesday is that Sheila is kicked out of the Malibu house and she goes hustling back over to see Deacon to tell him how poorly it went, which of course he warned her that it would. But I'm worried that she might show up at Il Giardino while Carter and Ridge are still there giving Deacon the 3rd degree. Hopefully she won't show up there, and if she does, she'll be savvy enough to go, oh, yeah, I need to walk away from this so they don't see me around Il Giardino. So that's everything we have for the Wednesday spoilers. We're spending Wednesday's episode setting the stage for Steffi's exit on Thursday. She is going to have scenes with Liam before she leaves town. We saw it in the most recent promo. And obviously Deacon is going to get busted at some point for playing naughty daddy games with Sheila and her 9 toes, but I don't think it's going to be this week. All right, thank you guys for listening. Shout out to our U.S. viewers and those in Canada, Norway, South Africa, New Zealand, Australia, the Netherlands, Italy, and France. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.